Hello YouTube once again, and welcome to this brilliant show called £5 and Under, where we try and find you some brilliant gaming gorgeousness for less than £5. On this episode we're going to be looking at the Switch, so you've got some handheld stuff there. Obviously these games could be on other platforms as well, but I mainly found them on the Switch, gone through all the stuff that you can get for under a fiver because there's quite a lot of shovelware on there, and hopefully picked out something that I think is good for you and you'll enjoy, with obviously a bit of retro hints in there as well, because that's my sort of bag. So let's get straight into it. First up, we have Jak and Jill DX. This game's available on the Switch, but also Xbox, PlayStation and PC. Basically, it's a very simple concept to the game. You just need to go across some obstacles, and either if you're playing as Jak, you've got to rescue Jill, or you can play as Jill and you've got to rescue Jak. The mechanics are quite easy. It's just one button you use, so it's probably designed more for a phone game as well, but it's really good on the Switch. And you press the button and you start going, and you press the same button to jump over obstacles to get through the course to get to your lady love, Jill in this case, when I play as Jak. The levels get progressively harder as you go along, and you get new mechanics as well, like jumping off walls when you get through the levels, so it makes it a bit more challenging, and obviously as the difficulty increases for you. It's a quite fun game that you can drop in and out of quite easily. You've got infinite lives. If you die, you can just repeat doing it, and you can play for short sessions if you want, and then put it down and then come back to it to carry on, keep progressing through it. It's a bit like Super Meat Boy, but obviously a bit more cutesy. It's an art style of like a Game Boy game, so it's black and white, and it's a bit more family friendly, with less frustration than the Super Meat Boy, but obviously can be quite frustrating in certain places. I mean, quite realistically, it's a very sadistic game if you think about it, because in my case, where I'm being Jak and I'm going to rescue Jill, I mean, why she keep putting herself in these positions? I mean, I get through all these obstacles and rescue her, and then the next day she's off again, and she's found herself another place to go and, you know, hide, and expecting me to come through. I mean, it's quite needy characteristic, really, you know, but ultimately, Jak can do it as well, because you could be Jill and you can go and look for Jak, so it just means, you know, everybody's needy really, and we should all just chill out and have a cuddle maybe instead. Do you like pussy? Oh, what a nice cat. Oh. Or do you wish all the pussy cats were dead? Then I've got the game for you. Cat Souls is a 2D platformer puzzle type sort of game, where basically the premise is you have to kill your cat to progress through the level. When you kill your cat, it can act as a platform then to help you get across some certain areas, and this obviously helps in the puzzle to ultimately find the doorway out of the level. The game is quite hard because it's set to a time limit, although you can get extra time throughout the levels, but some of the portals at the end, once you flick a switch, you've only got a certain amount of time to get through the portal, so that's quite challenging. And other levels, they're a bit more complex. You just need to go and find a key and then get back to unlock the open door, but again, along the way you end up killing your cat to do so. It's a very cutesy sort of game, the style of it, and like I say, very colourful in 2D platformer style, and it's very nice to look at, but obviously it's a bit sadistic because you're killing your cat as well to progress, so it's a very nice mechanic about it. As the game progresses, you'll obviously pick up more traits that you have to hit levers, and you have to turn off switches in certain times, so that's quite challenging. You get robots where you've got to hide in doorways as well at certain parts of it, and it can get quite tactical and stressful because obviously you've got the timer ticking down while you're doing that, so you're trying to get some quick button presses to get through certain areas and not die. You've got 7 lives to do this all in, so you've got to think about where's the best place to use them to get through all the puzzles, so you can obviously get to door to get out of the area. It's a very fun game, and it's one of them games again you can dip in. The levels are quite short, so if you're getting stuck on a puzzle you can put it down for a bit if you're getting frustrated and come back to it, and if you just want short bursts of gameplays you can play it for 10-15 minutes and then put it down and come back to it. It's a very enjoyable game. I highly recommend it as well, especially for the price. It's a really nice colourful little platformer with a very interesting concept, so that you've only got the 7 lives to help you get through the puzzles. Well, I hope you enjoyed those recommendations that I found for you on the Switch, but do you have some that the lovely YouTube community and ourselves can find out about? If so, can you put it in the comments down below so we can go and have a little try ourselves, or the lovely YouTube community can go out there and have a little play themselves. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, thanks for watching.